Testing, testing. Good evening. Testing, testing. Fantastic. We are live. Good to see you, people. Let's wait for a few people to jump on the live stream. Thank you for joining. Going to be talking about the Trump dump and pump in the crypto market. And break down the charts, show you what we've been up to today. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know in the comments. Good to see you, Ben. Evening, my friend. Everybody hear me okay? Awesome stuff. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay, and we'll get started. Awesome. Right, let's go. Perfect. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate the comment. We'll get going. Perfect. Let's go. So I'm going to share my screen. I want to show you what we've been up to today. So Trump is currently speaking at the moment. Before we start, I just want to go over some of the things that have been said today. He's currently speaking at the moment, or has been, caused some movement in the market, which is good for us today. Like I say, I'll show you what we've been up to, how we navigate through a busy time in the market. So I'm just going to scroll down the news list to keep you guys updated on what's going on and what's been said. Interestingly, Michael Saylor said Bitcoin today. Bitcoin is either going to 0 or $1 million. Cheers for that, Michael. Appreciate that. I've got my thoughts about Michael Saylor. I have. Yeah, I think there's a strong opportunity for Michael Saylor to go bust, if you ask me, to liquidate, and the government to probably take control of his assets. I do think that's a possibility. I don't think that guy. I don't think one person, one company could have so much power over the Bitcoin market, and I think the government probably want it. But that's just my thoughts on it. What we've seen today. So the Supreme Court strikes down President Trump's tariffs. So interesting. Good to see you, Karen. Good to see you, Rob. Good to see you, Ben. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. Do show me some love. Let me know you're enjoying the content. Let me know what you want me to talk about tonight. I've got my own agenda, but I'm happy to answer questions as well. Don't forget to subscribe and like for those that are watching on X. Got quite a few people joining, which is good. The Supreme Court rules President Trump he exceeded powers by imposing tariffs without Congress approval. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. It is a bit of a gap, Ben. Hey, Lynn's good to see you. It is a bit of a gap. It's either going to Michael Saylor from 0 to $1 million. Well, yeah, work that one out. Right. The next one is President Trump says he has a backup plan for the tariffs. Well, we'll see. We'll see. He needs to be careful because you have to abide by the law. Goldman Sachs says Supreme Court ruling won't end the tariffs. Expect Trump's administration to use alternative legal framework. So what we've seen today was a bit of a pump from the market. I think people got excited with the thought of the tariffs being withheld and billions being refunded to those around the world with Trump, etc. But I don't know about that. I don't know. Trump's always got something up his sleeve. You're telling me that Trump didn't know that this was going to happen? I do not think so. These guys in power know about these things a long time before the answer. President Trump says he has to do something about the courts after the Supreme Court's rule against the tariffs. Well, of course he's going to say that, isn't it? Of course he's going to say that. he's a madman. Okay, Justin, 40% chance of the Supreme Court forcing President Trump to refund 175 billion in tariff revenue. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Couple more news updates for you guys before we get started on the charts, and I'll show you what we've been up to today in the community here at the Trading Masters. So we got President Trump to impose tariffs using different powers after Supreme Court loss. Well, yeah. And the latest one, and I'll read these as they come in. President Trump says that the Supreme Court justifies, the Supreme Court justices who voted against the tariffs are a disgrace to our nation. Well, okay. Well, that's in America anyway. So yeah, interesting times in the market. We're not fundamental traders. We are technical traders. So we navigate ourselves around the market as and when. But yeah, let's get to the charts. Let's have a look what we've been up to today. Let's have a look what I see foreseeing happening in the future. Yeah, you keep the comments live. I'll keep the show exciting. So yeah, we can see on the 4-hour chart. This is 2 hour. Let me go down to the 4-hour. 4-hour, 2 hour. It's the same thing. 2 hour, you can see a bit more detail on it. We've seen that there was a bit of a falling wedge. So Bitcoin has been ranging over the past week or so. Past couple of weeks. Let's draw our little range tool that we like. Perfect. There we go. So Bitcoin's been ranging sideways, but the good thing about this, you can have a pattern within a pattern, and that's what we've got here. We've got this range which we love to trade. I'm a massive believer that you trade the range, until it breaks, and that's what we're doing at the moment. Either breaks down there or up there. But we've had a falling wedge pattern, which is a compression cycle. This is a bullish. Falling wedge is very bullish if it breaks out, which it has pretty much to the dollar. You can see here, compressing nicely, come straight out of this, a nice retest, which is always a good confirmation that this is a bullish sign. So we've come out of the falling wedge and we've bounced nicely. What we need to do for confirmation right now is to break above this for market structure. So we've broken out of it, we're pulling back, we've retested, we need to break above that. If we break above that, then that is definitely bullish because there's a change in market structure in terms of this particular point here, especially this. So really, we need to break above this in order for this to be a truly bullish plan for Bitcoin to move up to pretty much the 69K to the 70K region. And that's where we are at the moment. So that's Bitcoin. What have we been up to today? So we put out some trades. I actually put out some trades on, not financial advice, by the way, but I put out some trades on X about watching Ethereum. We had a short trade and we had a long trade. This long trade's been working out real nicely. What we did have just here, you can see we entered here. What we did have, we had below us. So first of all, what we had with Ethereum is, again, we were trading sideways. So let's just go for a range high here, a range low here to the range high. And that's what we've been doing literally on Ethereum, king of the alts. We've been ranging sideways like this. But the good news is when you've got your range tool on and your volume profile, this allows us to see and spot levels below when we deviate outside of value, which then allows us to be sucked back in as a bit of a magnet. So let me just update this. There we go. Brilliant. So what we was waiting for and where we had our master zone was just here. So we were hoping for a little dip down. I've got some good levels in this deviation zone. So as we deviate out of the value, it easily gets sucked back in. You can see deviation there, sucked back in, deviation there, sucked back in. It's always sucked back into the POC first of all, and then to the value area high if we've fallen and deviated for the lows, coming for the lows. So that's what we've had just here. We've come down, we've hit this naked daily point of control, and then straight away we've come straight up to the pot, found resistance. But that's fine because in that move, we've had a bit of a, let's have a look what we had. Almost 4% move, 4% move from this. So that's a decent living. That's a very, very decent living. So we're happy with that. We're happy with that. That's one of the coins that we've been trading. I've also got some decent levels at the bottom of the master zone as well. It's quite a large master zone, but what I wanted to get, as I've talked about on previous sessions on my YouTube and X, is I wanted to come down for this liquidity. Not quite done that yet, but if we break below, so we've hit this naked point of control now, so that's no longer valid, but you don't know if there's any other naked points of controls that have been obviously created as we've gone along, but we can check that next week. But we've also got the 7.5 and the 7.86 below us just here, along with the daily support as well, along with this reclaim of this vector candle as well. So 4 levels of confluence down at the 1850 to the 1820 area here that I've still got my eyes on. So yeah, we're looking good on Ethereum. We've planned the trade and we're currently trading the plan. We've took profits up here as well, which is always good. Here we go. We've had a news update on Trump. What's he saying now? Let's keep live in the market because we can use the news to kind of dictate where we've already got our key levels set. We know the news will bring it to our key levels pretty much faster. The news just allows the market to run on steroids. President Trump imposes, he's speaking now actually. Immediately, all national security tariffs under Section 232 and existing. Interesting. He's biting back. President Trump imposes 10% global tariff on all countries and says all tariffs will remain in place despite Supreme Court's ruling. Flipping heck, he's going down with a fight. Fair play to him. I say fair play to him. He's just put flipping 10% global tariffs, and that's in the UK as well. So that's not exactly good for the importing and the exporting for us of any kind of the trade deals anyway. But yeah, we've got the 786. I'm not a political person, nor am I a fundamental news catcher-upper. I'm not really bothered, to be honest. I just trade the technicals. But I know you guys are interested in all this, so you want to be watching. What's going on. So there are my levels on Ethereum down here, as I've just said. Right, BCH was another gorgeous trade for us. This is what we're setting up day in, day out. You can see that's where I entered just there. We set this out for the community. What I did have my eye on, if I'll get it up, is we've still got, this is a previous range that, yeah, just there. This is a previous range. Let me just bring that right back. Let me just test this a little second. What have we got? So if we bring this right back to here, this whole range, yeah, that's not helpful. Okay, we'll keep it there. Let's put this back on the 4-hour chart. I'm quite liking the 2-hour chart, actually. It's showing, the reason why I'm liking the 2-hour at the minute is showing the vector candles pretty nice. So we can monitor the the impulsive moves to the upside. So what we can see here, this is a previous range of value. Talked about this before. We've then come out of this and we're still managing to stay above it, if I'm honest. And you've got this value area high of this previous range just here. And this is what's currently acting as support as we've tried to enter. So we've been trading the SH1T out of this coin all week. One of our coaches, the She-Wolf of Wall Street, Karen, she's been looking at this. This is her coin. How dare we even look at this coin? This is her coin. She's very precious about her assets. But she brought our attention to this value area high just here. And this is what our clients are getting on a daily basis, updates like this. And she said, look, that's the first trade she put out. We're holding the value area high. Came down today, value area high being held as well. So yeah, as you can see, holding it nicely indeed. Good thing about this as well, kind of sign of strength for me, we're holding the higher low. So we've got a low here, we've got the higher low there, and the value area high is holding, which is bullish for BCH. BCH is, well, it's based on Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, BCH follows. BCH is a very, very strong coin at the moment. So yeah, it's interesting to see. And it's interesting to trade. So we got a nice move from the master zone here. We had several levels in there. We had a naked point of control at the top. We had this value area high from this previous range, and we've got the Fibonacci's 382 and the 50 as well. What did this do? This did a nice 5.4%. So we've got 4% from ETH. We've got 5.5% from BCH. We got a short on Teo as well. So we're longing and shorting the market, left, right, and center. So as you can see here, this is another trade. This is just today. We've made a fortune in the community. You can see here, this did a nice 382 bounce, 3.9%. The good thing about this, we've still got some levels above us as well. We've got the naked daily point of control there. We've got the previous range POC just here. And we've got the 50 fib. So even though we've made 5.5%, was it? Let's have a look and just confirm it. I don't like to say numbers that aren't true. No, that was BCH with 3.8% on this. We've still got levels above us. So even if we decide to, if you really want to take this to the micro chart, and we go like this and put a bit of an anchored VU up just here. If we can hold this anchored VU up on the little uptrend that we've got here. In fact, let's have a look. This little range that we're trading in right now, we've got a little bit of a range here. Here we go. So it bounced off the pop. So we've come up to this. It's just value to value. You got value here, down to this value here. And that's where we're trading at the moment. We've popped out of this value, hit the 382, back into the value. And as you can see, we've found support on the point of control of this particular range that we're in. So if we do decide to deviate outside of this value at the moment, we can see that we've got some levels above here to catch as well in our master zone to come down and give us another. So the master zones, they're powerful. They're powerful because they always contain strong levels that we can trade. So for me, we've already traded this, which is great. We've also got the 50 up here. We've also got the daily naked point of control up here as well. So happy days. Let me know in the comments, is there anything that you want me to go over? I'll keep these sessions as long and short as you need them. We've been on for 19 minutes so far. Let me know in the comments if you want me to look at any asset, any coin, anything like that. Don't be scared. If not, I'll log off and enjoy my Friday night with my family and have a beer. If you want me to stay on for an extra 5 minutes and look at something for you, then happy days. Don't forget that we've got weekend consolidation happening there. I don't think there's much that's going to be happening over the weekend. We've had the Friday manipulation where we've bought up to certain levels. We've had a bit of a pump in the market and then a dump. Played around with ADA. That's a messy chart at the moment. Played around with ADA today. That was a nice little trade that several areas really on ADA. Comments aren't coming in, so I'm going to log off in the next couple of minutes if you guys aren't interested in me looking at anything else. Can't find the TA on ADA that Karen had. Brilliant. I'll start to bring it to wraps then. If you guys don't want me to, I'll look at gold, I'll look at silver, I'll look at crypto, I'll look at the stocks for you. You let me know. And we can make that happen. If you are, while that's going on, if you are interested in joining our community, let me bring up the Discord. This is the thriving community we've got. We've seen the guys making money all day. Bally, well done you. You did 154% ROI on your investment, which is great, just from a 1.5% move. You got Jake. Jake's absolutely killing it. 131, scalping like a flipping maniac. He's doing really well at the moment, 79 quid. You've earned 200 quid. This guy's full-time in his employment and he's just loving it. Ray, nice work, my friend. Dave, well done, mate. $344 from one trade. That was the BCH trade I was talking to you guys about. We're also trading gold and silver at the moment. We've got Ben in the community as well. He's done pretty well out of silver. This is probably his second or third short on silver, 1,000%. He's obviously high leverage in this because he's an experienced guy. He's been with us a while. This is the chart in chat. Where was the got these guys trading as well? BTC, couple of shorts this week as well. This is the chart in chat. So this is where the guys are talking about what they're looking at in terms of the trades. There it is, 3,300. You need to bang this in the success group, Ben. Pointless posting it in the chart in chat, bro. I'll put it in for you. Copy. This needs to go in the chart in chat. the success. Ben's silver win this week. Well done. So as you can see, we're putting stuff in here all the time. Great return today. Yeah, nice one, Dave. You did well, my friend. You did well. But yeah, this is the community. This is the update channel. So this is where I'm posting my updates as the head mentor. And I've got a team of supreme senior coaches as well. We were just saying Lee was catching some amazing bull and bear divs this week. You can see this one. This is Coach Lee, Coach Cully, on the alpha. Picked up before it happened on the 15-minute chart. We got a low and a lower low on price. We got a low and a higher low on the alpha. We've seen the volume candle coming in as well. We were able to predict this from the tools and indicators and the way that we use them. And Lee was able to predict that, and he got a nice little scalp move on that one, like a flipping sniper, that's for sure. So we're giving updates every day. We've got the she-wolf Karen. She's been giving her updates today. We've got the Wolf's Watch. These are areas that she's interested in. This one worked out on ADA. Which was nice on that one. We got a little bounce on that one, but the main one was this one. But yeah, just updates, etc. We share our trades as well. Any trades that we're going in, we share it with the guys as well. You've got awaiting trades and live trades. We update it when the trade becomes live. And we got weekly coaching calls as well. I'll get rid of that link just in case. Weekly coaching calls, and you get that as part of the package. So if you are interested in joining the community, I've got to offer it out to you guys because it's absolutely amazing. Click my what link in my bio. You'll see the different packages that you can join. Very affordable. And yeah, enjoy your weekends. That's what's been going on today. That's what's going on in the news. Let's see what Trump gets up to. And let's see what next week brings. It's very, very exciting. Very exciting when you get a bit of movement in the market. Hopefully we'll get a bit of life out of Bitcoin. As you know, just before I go, we are waiting for another low on Bitcoin. This is well known. We've been planning this out for a while, a couple of weeks since we've had the downturn. So if we get the 3-day chart up, we are waiting. We've got levels that are waiting to come and collect these low. We've got a monthly MPOC. If I look at the MPOCs on here, just so you guys know, we've got a monthly MPOC down here. Yeah. So we're waiting, hopefully, all going well. So we've come down, created this low, which coincides with the value area low of this previous range here. We're hoping for, we've had a bit of a bounce up to this level here, and we're hoping for another move down just here to collect that untapped volume on that monthly, as well as a couple of other support levels as well. And what we hope we get is a nice bull div on the alpha. We get the bull div on the alpha and the lower low on price, that would be very, very bullish for us. I'd like to think this is the last low before a nice move up to potentially 84. Well, anyway, I think it's 86k is where we've got our previous range value area, isn't it? It's this here. We'll be looking to see if we can reclaim this. And this is at 86, that value area low on that previous range just there. So hopefully, if we create that bull div on the alpha, we can start to work our way up to this area here, which is the previous range naked value area. So you got the value area low here at 86, you've got the pot, and then you've got the value area high. So if we do reclaim that, then of course we'll be ranging in that for a while. And then after that, the next leg up is going to be coming up for this. So yeah, if we can gain that kind of strength in the market, then of course it's not going to take much to give an all-time high. Let's have a look up to here, up new all-time high. If we can reclaim this value area low here and come up to this, because don't forget, there's no support and resistance on these vector candles. Quicker it goes down, quicker it goes back up. It wouldn't take much to come and retest this value area low. If obviously we don't reclaim that, then I see this for lower lows and more bear market lows, because basically what that will do, that will create a lower high just there in terms of market structure, and then we'll be coming down for below 30k, below 40k, below 50k, below 40k, and we've got some crazy support levels down at between 30 and 34. So that's what I kind of see on a bit of a macro view of Bitcoin anyway. What you just said, Ben, was going to say, talking about silver and general market, you thinking short move up, then downside? Yeah, so that's what I've just said there. Hopefully, I'd like to see another move down. I'd love to see Bitcoin make another low. So if we get the daily chart back, yeah, let's go 4 hour. Here we go. I'd like to see this low taken. It just seems too easy right now. I'd like to see, like I just said, another low made, and then work our way up to the levels above. That's what I'd like to see. But of course, because we've had this falling wedge, and that's pretty much quite bullish anyway, that would definitely take us to have a look at these highs, at this range high anyway, and then see what happens from there. We obviously continue up, or it'll just come up, take the highs, and then back down again, and potentially that. So there are two scenarios locally. Let's just keep trading this range until it breaks to the downside or the upside. Okay, have a fantastic weekend from Simon Taylor at Trading Masters in the UK. Thanks for tuning in. Speak to you soon, guys, and I'll see you on Monday, 6:30 UK time for the MasterMind sessions.